through with you my rationale and why I chose to do some of the things that I did with my online class. I picked Schoology because I had used it and been exposed to it once before, and I thought it was a very simple system to use from the user end, which is me, but also from the student's end. I thought it would be something that would be very easy and non-frustrating for them to navigate. So my course includes an introduction. It also includes one module about mythology and one module about philosophy. Now, in order to improve engagement, I chose to do 3 different times when they went on the Lino board, which I hope I'm saying that right, the bulletin board. That way the students can somewhat interact with each other. They get to see what each other's thinking and what they're writing down. And I did include 2 discussion boards. So I thought that those were some excellent ways for the students to be engaged and for some collaboration as well. I felt like I did put my teacher personality in there because I did include a video about myself, and then I asked them questions. One of the assignments had to do with the video that I made of myself, so they had to answer a couple of detailed questions about that video. So I thought that helped with the teacher presence, and I chose to do a lot of instructional videos because I thought that would help with teacher presence, and I also thought if I am doing this with 7th grade, they are so much more likely to watch something than they are to look on a sheet of paper and follow directions. The feedback that I plan to do with this is through the discussion board, through the assignments. When the students do an assignment and submit it, there is a place for me to comment every time I send it back. And of course, I can be a little bit visible on the discussion board as well. My assessments, as I usually do in my philosophy in my class as well, is that I prefer to do projects. I feel like the students gain more of ownership and they get to dive into the topic a little bit more. So I did one big project for them to learn about the gods and goddesses, and I also did some assignments that I thought provided some higher level thinking, where they learned about myths and then they had to create a myth. They learned about philosophies and then they had to figure out what their philosophy of life is. So I put those on the discussion board, but because I wanted the students to see each other's, but I also feel that is a really good assessment. I did use my quiz that I made up for this class in the philosophy module. I did not, because of time, I did not transfer it onto the learning management system quiz that's provided, but I definitely would do that if I had a class of many students, because I know that would definitely ease up on the grading as well. The hook that I provided, I really liked. It reminded me of the one we did in our class, where they had to take a test and go online and figure out what god or goddess, well, they didn't figure it out, the test did, what god or goddess that they were. And then they would have to share that with each other. I did assign some outside reading in their textbook that they should have, and I thought they would need to do that in order to do some of the other assignments. So I didn't have any accountability for those things. And then I also provided some instructional videos that I thought, again, would be helpful for them. They had to take notes, and in some cases they had to submit those notes as well. I also provided on the instructional videos directions for the discussions and for the reading, and also one for the project. I thought that would be helpful, again, just for the age that the students are. I did put several videos into the tutorial videos that way, and these are typically 1 to 2 minute videos to help them in the beginning of the class, as well as they're doing things within the class. The websites are included on there. Most of them are for their project that they're doing on their emails. And then back up to the introduction. Again, I geared this towards 7th graders, That's why I included 2 videos. The syllabus is pretty lengthy, and it includes all of the dates that the assignments are due, and I coordinated everything according to the color of the folder of the module. As far as Schoology, I really like it. There are a couple things that I didn't like. I didn't like when I wanted to include a video and I couldn't put a description of the video or what they had to do with the video. All I could do is name the video. So that was one thing I didn't like as well, but I thought it provided a great way to be organized. It gives notifications as to what's going on, what I have out there, and I get notifications of things that have come in. So I think it's easy to operate. The one aspect I didn't get to work with too much was the grading. So I don't know how that works. But as far as setting up everything, I thought it was pretty easy to use and easy to navigate through. So I hope you enjoy going through the course.